In today's video, I'm gonna be making custom cosmetics for Shrek. Part 2! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! So we're gonna be making 5 different custom cosmetics for the owner of this theory. So yeah, make sure to subscribe so I can reach 10,000 subscribers. Because at 10,000 subscribers, I can get the content creator hat. But anyway, without further ado, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the video. So the first cosmetic I'm making is a Shrek t-shirt. So here I have a shirt from Big Scary. So we're gonna make this half green and half white. So we're gonna create a new layer, use the gradient tool, and use these colors. And then we're gonna use the gradient tool, go from here to here. We're gonna let go and it'll make the gradient. So now we're gonna right click on the gradient and go to clipping mask. So here it stays on the shirt. So now on the gradient color, we're gonna right click and go to blending options. And we're gonna go over to blend mode and change normal to multiply. And here it'll make the shirt half green and half white. So here I have a picture of Shrek. We're gonna use the quick selection tool. To remove the background, we're gonna use the quick selection tool. And then we're just gonna draw over our monkey. Once we do that, you're gonna press Ctrl J to duplicate it. And then we're just gonna delete the layer with the background. So now honestly, this is perfect. So now before I actually add Shrek, I'm gonna add some stripes, cause why not? So there we go, I think this looks pretty decent. So with Shrek, we're gonna take out his head. So now we're just gonna put different sizes of Shrek all over the hat. So now we're gonna put Shrek all over the hoodie, or the so now we're gonna put Shrek all over the shirt. Finally, oh my god. Alright, so here we go. I think this looks pretty cool. So I think we're done with the first cosmetic. So now we're gonna move on to our second custom cosmetic for Shrek. So the second cosmetic I'm making is a banana backpack. So here I have a picture of the backpack from the Cyberpunk bundle. So first we're gonna remove the background. So we're gonna go over to the quick selection tool and then color over the backpack. Once I've done that, I'm gonna press Ctrl J to duplicate it. And then I'm gonna delete the layer with the background. So there's also a little bit of brown and gray here, but I'll fix that right now. Here we go. So first I need to remove this big purple part in the middle. So I'm gonna go over to the spot healing brush tool and then draw over the triangle. And it'll fully remove the triangle. So now we're gonna make this green. So we're gonna make a new layer, go over to the brush tool, find a good shade of green, and then we're gonna draw over the backpack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the green layer, right click on it and go to blending options and change blend mode to overlay. And then I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit so that way it shows more green. So there we go, this looks pretty good. And here we have a picture of Shrek's banana hat. So now we're just gonna put this all over the backpack. But before we do that, I'm gonna get the Big Scary logo from the Big Scary editing server. If you wanna join, the link will be in the description down below. So here we go, now I'm gonna size it down and put it around right here. Now it's time to size down and rotate and do all that stuff to the banana hat. So now I think I'm done with the banana backpack. So now we're gonna move on to our third cosmetic. Alright guys, so this was gonna be the weirdest cosmetic ever. I'm gonna warp Shrek's, oh my god. I'm gonna warp Shrek's face onto this water gun and make a Shrek gun. So let's find a picture of Shrek. Alright, I think this one might work, so let's do it. Oh my god, bro. I don't know why I'm making this. I kind of just want to see Shrek's reaction, and I kind of just had zero ideas. Oh gosh, bro. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Now, I want to add shooting. I want to make it so where Shrek shoots out of the gun, like Shrek's face. So let's do this, boys. Alright, well, Alright, I guess I'm done with this cosmetic. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to our fourth cosmetic. So the fourth cosmetic I'm making is a Shrek crown. So here I found this crown on Google that looks pretty good. So we're gonna right click and go to copy image. And then press Ctrl V to paste it into Photopea. And as you can see, there's still a white background, so I'm gonna cut out the background. There we go, just like that. So now we're gonna make the crown green. So we're gonna make a new layer. I'll make a light green and a dark green of Shrek's color. So there we go, these two colors are perfect. So now I'm gonna go over to the gradient tool and I'm gonna click here and go to here. And then I'm gonna let go and then I'm gonna make the gradient. So now I'm gonna right click on the gradient layer and go to clipping mask. And now I'm gonna change normal to multiply. And here the crown is now green. Now instead of these green balls, we're gonna make him Shrek's head. So here I have a picture of Shrek. So now we're gonna cut out the background by using the quick selection tool. Alrighty, looking good, looking good. So now I'm gonna cut out Shrek's head by using the polygonal lasso select. And here we go, now we have Shrek's head. So now we're gonna replace these green balls with Shrek's head. There we go, just like that. So now I'm gonna add a little more detail to it by adding some bananas around the actual crown. So here I have Shrek's banana hat. We're gonna right click on it and press copy image. So now we're gonna press Ctrl V to paste it into Photopea. Now we're just gonna put this all over the crown. Now we're gonna move on to our last custom cosmetic. Alright guys, it is time for the last custom cosmetic. I am super excited for this one. The last cosmetic I'm making is a rideable donkey. So this picture is just perfect. So I'm gonna slide donkey into Photopea. And here we have a picture of Shrek. So we're gonna remove the background on Shrek. Alright, so now we're gonna make Shrek riding the donkey. Now we're gonna try to adjust his arms by using the puppet warp tool. Alright, so I'm done with the donkey rideable cosmetic. So now we're gonna send all these to Shrek. Sup Shrek, I need you to rate these cosmetics for you again for part 2 of custom cosmetics for Shrek. Shirt, 4 out of 5. Backpack, 5 out of 5. Donkey rideable, 5 out of 5. Crown, 2 out of 5. What even is this? Water gun, but it's your face, I guess. I had no ideas on what to make. 5 out of 5. Hell yeah. Alright, thank you so much.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.